Greetings, everyone. About a month ago, I had the privilege and opportunity to spend a few weeks in the Sepik region of Papua New Guinea. I was in a remote area off the northern coast in a village called Bana. There was a small health clinic called Bana Health Center where our medical staff there treat a variety of illnesses. On average, they will see over 10,000 patients every year, and that clinic is such a vital part of the community there. And the original building was kind of falling in and just in desperate need of repairs. We had a generous gift from a district back in the United States, the Philadelphia district, where they had raised $60,000 to rebuild this clinic. They didn't even stop there. They sent 11 skilled and willing men to come and help construct that clinic. And since one of my roles as a missionary here is the missions team coordinator, I get to help plan these trips, and it just allowed me the opportunity to be a part of this trip. And the trip for me began on the 25th of February, where I took an MAF flight with a PNG missionary. He's been here a long time. His name's Jordan, and also a local. His name is James. He is our housing supervisor here in Kujip for Nazarene Mission Services. And our first flight took us to this little village called Nuku, where they dropped some passengers off and some cargo. And words can't express just this absolutely breathtaking beauty of God's creation that I witnessed during that flight. For seemingly endless miles, we flew over just wild, raw jungle with no sign of human footprint anywhere. It was just spectacular. And after Nuku, we took off and flew onto Wewak, where we would soon begin our 4-hour, just this winding journey up into the coastal mountains until we reached Bana. We arrived in Bana about a week before the team got there. This was to purchase and deliver all the materials that we were going to need for the project. And once we had that finished, we were able to begin construction on the clinic ourselves. And we just started with some subflooring and constructing the exterior walls. By the time we got that finished, it was time to go and pick up the team. And we spent the night in Wewak. And after a week in the Sepik heat, Jordan and I, we just relished every second in that hotel's AC. The next morning, we were on that winding road again back to Bana, and this time it was with a bus full of Americans. And with a bus making this trip, that 4-hour trip turned into a 5-hour trip. So needless to say, by the time we got to Bana, we were ready to get out. But it was incredible, the welcome that the team received once we got there, and I want you to take a look at what we experienced when we got back to Bana. It was incredible to see the excitement the locals had for the team, that a team so far away would come all the way to Bana, not only to fund this project, but to construct such an important structure for their people. It was such a humbling experience to witness such gratefulness for the team's presence. The ceremony, it eventually ended, and that jet lag team was ready to get some rest, and the next morning it's time to go to work. The days were long, they were extremely hot, except for a brief period about every afternoon when the tropical rains would move in and kind of drop the temperatures a bit. One of the cool things the locals were skilled in was coconut harvesting and preparing these cool little coconut drinks for us as we took a break every now and then. It was incredible to watch them climb these trees to get these coconuts. As a former power lineman who used to climb poles, I was just humbled by their abilities to scale them so easily. But with all the rain each day, it meant treading in just slippery mud and muck all day, every day. So by the end of each day, we were just exhausted from all the mud and the extreme temps. So that cold shower every night before bed was always just a special treat that I looked forward to every night. And after 7 days in Bana with the team, and after much sweat, many sun rays, the building was all but finished. The last night we were treated with a traditional feast called a mumu, and after many goodbyes, the next morning we were packed up and headed back to Wewak with the team. The team caught their flight the next morning and headed back on their long journey back to the States. Jordan and I returned to Bana for a few more days to wrap up some things. On March 16th, a day shy of 3 weeks of being away, we finally made it back home, and man, was it great to get back home and see Aaron and the kids. I had never been away from the kids and Aaron that long, and it was just such a special time to get back home and be with them. The clinic, it's not completely finished yet, but it's well on its way. There's only a few weeks of work left to finish it, and I'm really hoping to return for the ceremony, the opening ceremony, where I can get some footage and share that with you all to see the finished product. I thought I would just end this video with a time lapse from one of our team members. His name was Michael, of us constructing the clinic. I hope you enjoy it. It's pretty cool just to see it all come together. I just wanted to end this by just thanking everybody that prayed for me while I was gone, and for my family, and for all those prayers. It's just priceless to have people back home praying for me and my family, and for all of you that support us financially. You're the reason that we're here, and it's such an incredible opportunity to be here. I'm so blessed to be able to work on fulfilling the calling that God has placed on our family's life. So thank you so much. What an incredible journey has been so far, and we just look forward to many more days and months and years ahead doing this work that God has called us to. Blessings to you all.